Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Francine Star, and welcome to Live and Local. How to settle the dispute in Palestine. I have been listening to Noam's misguided rants for some time now. His latest video is Ron Paul wants to cut aid to Israel. And I say to you, all of the candidates want to cut financial aid to everyone, not exclusively Israel. I do not know, nor do I care, how that insane war over there got started way before I was born, but being a creative 21st century person with no religious bias, I want to translate this situation into a fictional perspective. In a fictional example, if the state of Pennsylvania is Palestine, and New Jersey would be Israel, and Delaware would be the land in dispute between New Jersey and Pennsylvania. How should we handle this dispute in a civilized manner, people? I am not a military expert, but I am pretty sure we would not be maiming each other physically. And I'm pretty sure the dispute over Delaware would be handled in a court of law. Pennsylvania, Palestine, would take New Jersey to court. Let's suppose the court for this fictional story is the United Nations. Now, New Jersey has illegally invaded and is occupying and is building settlements in Pennsylvania. New Jersey is absolutely wrong. Next, if we the people of the United States of America acted like the barbarians on both sides of that border in Palestine, things could get physical. But we're not barbarians. We are a civilized people. In court, the United Nations Council, New Jersey would certainly be mandated by the court to return to its established borders. In the case of the invasion of Palestine, Israel would be court ordered to move back to the borders as established in 1946. If New Jersey refused to return to its established borders willingly and peacefully, the court, the United Nations, could now take actions. In a perfect world, if New Jersey refused to comply to that court order, the judge's office hires a sheriff to act as a peaceful, neutral party. For this fictional story, a well-respected country that is normally at peace, let's say Australia, is hired to act as sheriff. Note, the bills for hiring a sheriff will go to the offending party, and that would be New Jersey, Israel. The Australian Sheriff's Department and the Pennsylvania State Police Department would walk up to the doors of where New Jersey was illegally occupying their neighbor's land with the court order in hand and ask them to leave that very moment. If New Jersey refused to comply to the sheriff's office, New Jersey would be wrong, and New Jersey would be arrested and removed by the Pennsylvania State Police Department in Palestine and placed in a Pennsylvania jail, Palestinian jail. If New Jersey feels like resisting arrest, a physical battle between New Jersey and the Pennsylvania State Police Department could break out. At this point, the State Police Department, and not the United States Army, does have a legal right to do what they need to do to arrest and remove the criminals. However, that does not include bombing areas where innocent people are being held virtual hostages. Considering New Jersey is now trapped inside of Pennsylvania, Palestine, and they cannot get any more ammunition, New Jersey would eventually be apprehended, arrested, and jailed. New Jersey would remain in jail until they were willing to comply to the court's order, or until they won an appeal in court. At that point, one would think, this case is over. Hooray! Well, sadly, folks, it's not over yet. New Jersey is continuing to disobey the court's order, and they have also expanded, and they have also resorted to illegal war tactics that is now disrupting the entire continent, people. At this point, the remaining 47 states in the continent could elect to help Pennsylvania, Palestine, remove New Jersey, Israel, from illegal occupation and return peace to the continent. The equivalent for that area would be all of the neighboring nations on that continent collectively against Israel. Thusly, World War III has already begun. Wake up, America! And who, may I ask you, should own the responsibility for starting World War III in this case, my friends? You guessed it, Israel. Israel will not be able to play the victim any longer because they did refuse to follow the court orders. Back to the battle. The entire continent is now regretfully involved in the process of evicting New Jersey out of Pennsylvania. Now, at this point, New Jersey is trying to suck some gullible foreign allies into their illegal activities. Most likely, New Jersey will offer something of substantial value to them for their participation. New Jersey's allies have a choice to make. Take the objects of value that is being offered to them by the offending party and engage in a full-blown continental battle, or walk away and let the occupants of that continent finish the eviction. Now, let's suppose New Jersey's allies pick the latter and have walked away, which is what we should do, the United States. We should walk away. Next, New Jersey has a serious decision to make. Fight the entire continent alone or obey the court's order and retreat. Hopefully, New Jersey, Israel, chooses to retreat, for if they do not, we can only consider their suicide as self-inflicted. And if New Jersey, Israel, wants to commit suicide for whatever reason, or anybody else for that matter, we all have to respect their choice and be at peace with that choice forevermore. Now, you have the full equation. It is really quite simple to settle that battle. Walk away and let the neighbors of that continent settle it once and for all. With the entire continent working as one entity against the offenders, it should not take more than 30 days for peace to return to that part of the continent. However, if someone chooses to fight that battle with radioactive or dirty weapons, the damage could last an eternity. What we need to be concerned about here, folks, is a radical group that feels if they cannot have Delaware, no one else may have Delaware either. Sadly, said radicals exist on both sides of that border. Therefore, both sides need to be disarmed of their dirty weapons well in advance. To me, Francine Star, no one should have radioactive, biological, or otherwise environmentally damaging weapons. Be a man, buck up, and fight hand to hand. Support Resolution 242. Oh, excuse me, that was already passed back in Camp David's time. Damn, give it up.